Hey, what is up guys? So I am back and today we are going to be talking about the first week drop off that Captain America Civil War had. Now much like I talked about it with Batman v Superman, I'm going to provide the best context that I possibly can to see how if this might be considered a failure, how it might be considered a success, and where they stand against the competition. So to start off, the first numbers I will mention is of course comparing it to Batman v Superman so we can get a little bit of context. Now, Batman v Superman originally opened up on Friday with $81.5 million, and it took a massive, one of the biggest record settings for a superhero movie and from a Friday to Friday drop off for an 81.6% drop, and it made only $15 million in its second Friday. Now, Captain America's opening Friday was $75.5 million, and it took a drop of 74%, but it made $19.4 million. So Friday to Friday, the bigger drop would go to Batman v Superman, but the victory would ultimately go to Captain America Civil War. It did make slightly less on the opening Friday, but the second Friday it made about $6 million more. And now we are going to be looking at opening weekends. Now, Batman v Superman, of course, opened pretty damn huge with $166 million its opening weekend. Captain America Civil War opened up with a staggering $179 million. Now, for Marvel, this isn't anything surprising as this isn't a Avengers movie, so this type of drop-off was expected, although this one is slightly higher, but they are saying that this weekend they will be making a huge hefty amount. We don't currently have any numbers to go by, we only have early estimates, which I won't talk about here. It is being reported that if Captain America Civil War can make over $60 million for its second weekend, it will be a huge financial success right up there with Iron Man 3. Now, how exactly does this movie compare to other Marvel movies? Well, originally the Avengers made $29.2 million on its second Friday, which means it made a 63% drop off. And in total on its second weekend it made $103 million. Iron Man 3 earned $19.7 million, which was a 71% drop, and Captain America looks to be tied neck and neck with Iron Man 3. And Avengers Age of Ultron last year made $21.1 million for a 74.9% drop off. Now, a lot of people are going to look at these numbers and kind of be baffled on why they took such a big hit on Age of Ultron and Iron Man 3. It's because also these movies did not open as high as the Avengers, and I don't think anybody can expect many movies to open up that high, which explains why such a significant drop-off did happen. In the end though, each one of those other movies that Captain America is keeping up with did pass $1.1 billion, and that seems to be the target anticipated goal that they were saying for Captain America Civil War. Now, if it makes just enough to be able to hit that, or it's going to go past that, we do not currently know, although some people are saying it is going to go past $1.1 billion that Disney is expecting. Now, obviously, Captain America Civil War is on, track to be a huge blockbuster. After this weekend, it will guaranteed have passed Batman v Superman. That is what a lot of the tracking sites are, of course, comparing it to. And they're, of course, going out there and saying, yes, this is Captain America. It's only his name on it. They didn't include Iron Man in the name. They didn't do anything else. It is first and foremost a Captain America movie, so we have to judge it as that, as, the competition was Batman and Superman in the title. So going by that, they are saying that no matter what, this is a huge victory and a huge success because it will pass the worldwide box office of Batman v Superman in just 2 weeks, which means it has another 5 weeks to be able to catch up to Batman v Superman's total runtime and to see how it fares in the end. Now, to kind of explain how, in the most layman terms, I guess, to how this drop affects something. And I did this for Batman v Superman when I talked about the box office numbers, and a lot of people said this was the clearest way I could explain it, so I'm going to do the same thing here. So, talking about this massive drop, imagine there is a theater that has 1,000 seats. And we look at Captain America Civil War, and the first weekend, let's say they filled out the 1,000 seats, and that's how they made their money. This next one, is going to be, on Friday, 74% less. So you're only going to have about 260 people in that theater. Now, this is, of course, not accurate, not representative of every theater, but it's just kind of the layman term to explain it. And you have to kind of gauge it on that level, and is it a success when you think about it that way? And all signs are pointing to yes. So it will take a little bit of time. Obviously, there probably will be a Monday report or a late Sunday night report that I will do on how it did its second weekend. Of course, once again, comparing it to the competition, if it has a massive drop, what that means for it, if it actually holds steady or if it increases over projections, what does that mean for it, and how the world might be looking at this one, and if there is superhero fatigue, which some people are already saying there is. So if you guys stick around, I'll keep you guys updated, and you guys let me know your thoughts on this down below. Isn't it funny how geek culture is just everywhere these days? I mean, really, just think about it. Everywhere you look, geeks are running culture and media. But it gets even better because now, every month, you can have a good box of geek stuff delivered right to your door. You don't even have to get up. That's how awesome it is. This is, of course, the monthly mystery box from Geek Fuel. Check it out in the description down below or go to geekfuel.com/CBC to get some geekly goodness in your life. Geekly? Is that even a word? Geekly?